just wanna stay in the sun where I find. I know it's hard sometimes. Pieces of peace in the sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I think about the end just way too much, but it's fun to fantasize. All my enemies who wouldn't wish who I was, but it's fun to fantasize. Whoa, 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 oh. I'm falling so, I'm taking my time on my ride. I'm falling so, I'm taking my time on my ride. Oh, 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 oh. Taking my time on my ride. Oh, 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 oh. I die for you, that's easy to say. We have a list of people that we would take. A bullet for them, bullet for you, bullet for everybody in this room. But it don't seem to see many bullets coming through. See many bullets coming through. Metaphorically, I'm the man. Literally, I don't know what I do. I live for you, and that's hard to do. Even harder to say when you know it's not true. Even harder to write when you know that tonight people back home will try talking to you, but then you ignored them still. All these questions, they're for real. Like, who would you live for? Who would you die for? And would you ever kill? Time on my ride. Oh, 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 oh. Taking my time on my ride. Oh, oh, I've been thinking too much. 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 Help me. I've been thinking too much. I've been thinking too much. I've always been collected, calm and chill. And you know I never look for conflict for the thrill. But if I'm feeling someone stepping towards you who can't describe just what I'm feeling for you, I'd go step to a dude much bigger than me. For you, I know I would get messed up, weigh 153. For you, I I would get beat to smithereens. You know, I'll be in the corner taking notes. And you know, I've got your six while you're working votes. But if I'm feeling someone stepping towards you, can't describe just what I'm feeling. For you, I'd go step to a dude much bigger than me. For you, I know I would get messed up, weigh 153. For you, I would get beat to smithereens. I would get beat. I would get beat. I would get beat. 'Cause if I'm feeling someone stepping towards you, can't describe just what I'm feeling. For you, I go write a slick song just to show you the world. For you, I know they think it's messed up to sell out for your girl. For you, I go step to a dude much bigger than me. For you, I know I would get messed up, weigh 153. For you, I would get beat. Yeah, I would get beat. For you, I would get beat. Yeah, I would get beat. For you, I would get beat to smithereens.
Thank you, thank you.
What's my problem? Well, I want you to follow me down at the bottom, underneath the insane asylum. Keep your wits about you while you got them, 'cause your wits are first to go while you're problem solving. And my problem would glorify those even more when they... My opinion, our culture can treat a loss like it's a win. And right before we turn on them, we give them highest of praise and hang the banner from a ceiling. Communicating further, engraving an earlier grave is an optional way. No. Neon gravestones try to call. Neon gravestones try to call for my bones. Call, call, call. What's my problem? Don't get it twisted. It's with the people we praise who may have assisted. I could use the streams and extra conversations. I could give up and boost up my reputation. I could go out with a bang. They would know my name. They would host and post a celebration. And my opinion will not be lenient. My opinion is real convenient. Our words are loud, but now I'm talking action. We don't get enough love, well, they get a fraction. They say, how could he go if he's got everything? I'll mourn for a kid, but won't cry for a king. Neon gravestones try to call. Neon gravestones try to call for my bones. Call, call, call. Promise me this. If I lose to myself, you won't mourn a day. You move on to someone else. Promise me this. If I lose to myself, you won't mourn a day. Move on to someone else. Neon gravestones try to call. Neon gravestones try to call for my bones. Neon gravestones try to call. Neon gravestones try to call for my bones, but they won't get them. No, they won't get them. They won't get them. No, they won't get them. Don't get me wrong, the rise in awareness is beating a stigma that no longer scares us, but for sake of discussion and spirit of fairness, could we give this some room for a new point of view? And could it be true that some could be tempted to use this mistake as a form of aggression, a form of succession, a form of a weapon, thinking I'll teach them while I'm refusing the lesson? It won't resonate in our minds. I'm not disrespecting what was left behind, just pleading that it does not get glorified. Maybe we swap out what it is that we hold so high. Find your grandparents or someone of age. Pay some respects for the path that they paved, to life they were dedicated. Now that should be celebrated. I have a few songs for you guys I'm going to play on the piano. Going back to these versions of the song is always really exciting for me because most of them start out like this. And then they become something else. They become bigger. You add more things to them. And then you kind of forget about this version of them, at least for me. So it's really cool moment for me to be able to do this. I'm going to kind of go through, maybe chronicle this band's journey and play a song from consecutive records. So we're going to do one from what people call a self-titled record, which is the first kind of group of songs that I ever put together and said, hey, these belong together. First song's called Taxicab. It goes like this. I wanna fall inside your ghost, fill up every hole inside my mind. I want everyone to know that I am half so divided. Sometimes we will die and sometimes we will fly away. Either way you're by my side till my dying day. If I'm not there and I'm far away, I said, don't be afraid. I said, don't be afraid. We're going home. This piece of death I've made for you, a mortal rotting piece of song, help me carry on, but at least you heard. Oh, sometimes we will die and sometimes we will fly away. Either way you're by my side until my dying days. And if I'm not there and I'm far away, I said, don't be afraid. going home. So the hearse ran out of gas, the passenger person grabbed a map, and the driver inside it contrived a new route to save the past. Checked his watch and grabbed a cab, beautifully planned taxicab. The cab had it cleared out back into him and started to unpack. Driving once again, but now this time there were 3 men. And then I heard one of them say, I know the night will turn to gray, I know the stars will start to fade when all the darkness fades away. We had to steal him from his fate so he could see another day. Then I cracked open my box, someone must have picked the lock. A little light revealed the spot where my fingernails had fought. Then I pushed the open more, pushing up against the door. Then I sat up off the floor and found the breath I was searching for. That they were 3 men up front, all I saw were backs of heads. And then I asked, am I alive and well, or am I dreaming dead? Then we turned around to say, we're driving toward the morning sun, where all your blood is washed away and all you did will be undone. I said, don't be afraid. I said, don't be song is off of a record called Vessel. And I'm an advocate for journaling. A lot of artists and songwriters talk about how when they write songs, it's like you're reading their journal. And though I get what they mean by that, I promise you, it's not exactly like that. Because if you read my journal, it was just a lot of nonsense. There's no structure. And as I was preparing for the set today, I remembered an old journal entry that I'd done a long time ago, and I rarely ever crack open old journals. It's almost forbidden. But I was looking at some old entries just to remember where I was coming from, what kind of mind space I was in. And in 2010, there's this one journal entry I talked about. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this music thing. I don't know if it's not really working right now. There's really no light at the end of the tunnel. And the people around me were saying that their time is running out and they wanted to move on to other things. And I started to wonder if my dream was not supposed to happen. And so you can read through the journal as I am kind of just figuring out who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing. At the very end of it, it says, but I started working on a new song. And right now the title is called Entertain My Faith. I'm excited about it. So I'm going to keep on working on music. And it turned into this song, Holding On To You. So it was really cool to be able to watch where I was when I wrote the song and what the song has become now today, for not just me, but for other people. Taking over my body, back in control, no more shoddy. I bet a lot of me was lost, T's and crossed and I's and dotted. I fought it a lot, and it seems a lot like flesh is all I got. Not anymore. Flesh out the door, swat. I must have forgot, you can't trust me. I'm open a moment and close when you're short. Before you know it, I'm lost at sea. And now that I write and think about it, and the story unfolds, you should take my life, you should take my soul. You are surrounding all my surroundings, sounding down the mountain range of my left side brain. You are surrounding all my surroundings, twisting the kaleidoscope behind both of my eyes. Remember the moment. You know exactly where you're going, cause the next moment before you know it, time is slow and then it's frozen still. And the windowsill looks really nice, right? You think twice about your life. It probably happens at night, right? Fight it. Take the pain, ignite it. Tie a noose around your mind, loose enough to breathe fine, and tie it to a tree. Tell it, you belong to me. This ain't a noose, this is a leash, and I have news for you. You must obey me. You are surrounding all my surroundings, sounding down the mountain range of my left side brain. You are surrounding all my surroundings, twisting the kaleidoscope behind both of my eyes. Entertain my fate. 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 When we gonna stop with the lyrics that mean nothing? We were gifted with thought. Is it time to move our feet to an introspective beat? It ain't the speakers that pump hot, it's our hearts that make a beat. Lean with it, rock with it. When we gonna stop with the lyrics that mean nothing? We were gifted with thought. Is it time to move our feet to an introspective beat? It ain't the speakers that pump hot, it's our hearts that make a beat. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. And I'll be holding on to you. Oh, 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 oh. I'll be holding on to you. Oh, 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 oh. I'll be holding on to you. Oh, 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 oh. I'll be holding on to you. Oh. It's really cool to play a real piano. A lot of, maybe you hear some piano players or other musicians talk about the inspiration that comes from playing an actual acoustic instrument like this. I grew up playing keyboards, which is a fake version of this. When my mom got me a keyboard for Christmas when I was a teenager, and I didn't really know what to make of it. And slowly started learning how to play the piano, and there's very simple logistic reasons why a real piano like this can be more inspiring than just a keyboard. For example, we just messed with the sustain pedal earlier. It's the little thing that I'm pressing down there. But what that does is it holds the note out, and as soon as I lift up my foot, it can go away. I know a lot of you may know that. I might not be telling you anything new, but what's really cool is that means I can take my time getting from one chord to the next, make sure that my finger's in the right position. And when I was playing the keyboard, a friend of mine said, dude, you gotta learn how to use a sustain pedal. Because I was just keeping my fingers down on each chord and trying to get to each one quickly. And I was like, man, I just figured out how the fingers work. I'm not gonna be able to throw my foot in there now. And so slowly I learned how to use the sustain pedal, how I can get from chord to chord with it not going away. But then there's something that I learned about sustain pedal with a keyboard, and that is that there's a digital ceiling or a maximum to how often you can play a single note inside of one single sustain press. If that makes sense, keyboard's like a little computer, and it can only hold so many times that you press a key while holding down that sustain pedal, where you start hearing notes just drop off. Like it's just maxed out. In a piano like this, a real piano, you can play as many chords as you want. Until they start to not really make sense. It's all these chords going on at once. Except for, to me, I know what I pressed, and I can pick out what it is I just played inside of that whole sustain. So something very simple like that can actually inspire songs. This next song is off of our record called Blurry Face. Remember when I wrote this song, there were some people that said to me, I don't know if you want to say that. And I was like, well, Josh, what do you think? He said, I think you should say that. And so I did. They say stay in your lane, boy. Lane, boy. We go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway. Highway. Oh, they may laugh tomorrow. They think this thing is a highway. If it was our way, we'd have a tempo change every other time change. Cause our minds change on what we think is good. I wasn't raised in the hood, but I know a thing or two about pain and darkness. If it wasn't for this music, I don't know how I would have fought this. Regardless, all these songs I'm hearing are so heartless. Don't trust a perfect person, and don't trust a song that's flawless. Honest, there's a few songs on this record that feel common. I'm in constant confrontation with what I want and what is popping in the industry. Seems to me, singles on the radio, currency, creativity's only free when I'm playing shows. They say stay in your lane, boy. Lane, boy. We go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway. Highway. Well, they may laugh tomorrow. I'm sorry if that question I asked last scared you a bit like a hazmat and a gas mask. If you ask Zach, he's my brother, he likes when I rap fast. But let's backtrack, back to this. Who would you live and die for on that list? But the problem is, it's another list that exists, so no one really wants to think about this. Forget sanity, forget salary, forget vanity, my morality. Forget in between someone I live and me. You're gonna feel the heat of my cavalry. All these songs I'm hearing are so heartless. Don't trust a perfect person, and don't trust a song that's flawless. They say stay in your lane, boy. Lane, boy. We go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway. Highway. They may laugh tomorrow. They say stay in your lane, boy. Lane, boy. We go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway. Highway. They may laugh tomorrow. They say stay in your lane, boy. Lane, boy. We go where we want to. They think this thing is a highway. Highway. They may laugh tomorrow. This is called My Blood, and I want to explain one of the verses that means a lot to me. This song is, I guess, you could wrap it up and say it's about family, but more specifically, there's a story that when I was younger, I had some older cousins that lived in Michigan, and I always looked up to them because they were older and cooler. And there was a story where the younger brother of my cousins was kind of a loudmouth, got into a lot of trouble, very cocky. And his older brother, who also played football with him, was much more quiet. Didn't talk a lot. And it got to the point where the younger cousin was running his mouth so much that the rival high school football team showed up to his house. So in this song, I talk about people at the end of your driveway calling out your name. It's in reference to the story because what happened is the older cousin, who was always very quiet, kept to himself. No one knew that he was a black belt. And he went out to the end of the driveway and he took care of business. And so that story always stuck with me. You know, defending your family, sticking up for them. And as I was writing this song, I was thinking about if I were in that position, if I had to go defend my family, I realized I would probably need a weapon. So I'm gonna introduce a bat into the story because my soft hands probably wouldn't be able to punch anyone square in the face. When everyone you thought you knew deserts your fight, I'll go with you. You're facing down a dark hall, I'll grab my light and go with you. I'll go with you. I'll go with you. I'll go with you, yeah. Surrounded and up against the wall, I'll shred them all and go with you. When choices end, you must defend. I'll grab my bat and go with you. I'll go with you. I'll go with you. I'll go with you, yeah. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me, my blood. You don't need to run. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me, my blood. If there comes a day, people posted up at the end of your driveway, they're calling for your head and they're calling for your name. Palm down on them, I'm coming through. Do they know I was grown with you? If they hear the smoke, no, I'll go with you. Just keep it outside, yeah. Stay with me, no, you don't need to run. Stay with me, my blood. You don't need to run. Stay with me, no, you don't need to run. Stay with me, my blood. You don't need to run. Oh, oh, you don't need to run. Oh, oh, you don't need to run. Oh, oh, you don't need to run. Oh, oh. If you find yourself in a lion's den, I'll jump right in and pull my pin and go with you. I'll go with you. I'll go with you. I'll go with you, my blood. I'll go with you, yeah. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me, my blood. You don't need to run. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me, my blood. You don't need to run. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run.
song called Cut My Lip, and it's kind of deeper on the record, but it's one of my favorites on Trench, and we've never done any version of this song live ever before until tonight, so we're showing you the first one. So.
Trying, might as well. If you decide, all is well. I keep on trying, might as well. If you decide, all is well. Bruised, face of contusion. No, I'll keep moving, though I am bruised, face of contusions. No, I'll keep moving, no, I'll keep moving. Rest around the rim, drink it anyway. I cut my lip, isn't what I want. Blood is on my tongue, I cut my lip. I keep on going back, even though it's me I abused. I keep on going back, even though I am bruised, face of contusions. No, I keep moving, though I am bruised, face of contusions. Rust around the rim, drink it anyway. I cut my lip, isn't what I want. Blood is on my tongue, I cut my lip. Oh, oh, yeah.
All right, we got another one here. Let's try it.
Sipping on straight Maureen, let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical, beat is a chemical. tasted. Ooh, venom on my tongue, depending at times. Poisonous vibration. Ooh, held my body run. I'm running for my life, running for my life, running for my. Sipping on straight chlorine, let the vibe slide over me. The speed is a chemical, the beat is a chemical. When the leaf don't save my seed, I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical, the moment is medical. Sipping on straight chlorine, fall out of formation. Ooh, I plan my escape from walls they confine. Rebel red carnation. Ooh, grows while I decay. I'm running for my life, running for my life, running for my. Yeah, I'm running for my life, running for my life, running for my. Had you in my coat pocket where I kept my rebel red. I felt I was invincible, you wrapped around my head. The different lives I lead, my body lives on lead. The last two lines may read incorrect until said. The lead is terrible in flavor. Now you double as a paper maker. I despise you sometimes, love to hate to fight. And you in my life is like sipping on straight chlorine, let the vibe slide over me. The speed is a chemical, beat is a chemical. When the leaf don't save my seed, I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical, the moment is medical. I'm running for my life, I'm running for my life, running for my, running for my. Yeah, I'm running for my life, running for my life, running for my. Sipping on straight chlorine, sipping on straight chlorine, sipping on straight chlorine. Ooh. Thanks, guys. Shadow tilted head at me, spirits in the dark waiting. I will let the wind go quietly, I will let the wind go quietly. Shadow tilted head at me, spirits in the dark waiting. I will let the wind go quietly, I will let the wind go quietly. Be the one to take my soul and make it undone. Be the one to take me home and show me the sun. I know, you can bring the fire, I can bring the bones. I know, you'll make the fire, my bones will make it grow. 'Cause where we're from, there's no sun. Our hometown's in the dark. where we're from, where no one, our hometowns in the dark. Our hometowns in the dark. Shadow tilted his head at me. Spirits in the dark waiting. I will let the wind go quietly. I will let the wind go quietly. Shadow tilted its head at me. Spirits in the dark waiting. I will let the wind go quietly. I will let the wind go quietly. 'Cause where we're from, there's no sun. Our hometown's in the dark. Where we're from, where no one, our hometown's in the dark. Our hometown's in the dark. Now the night is coming to an end. The sun will rise and we will try again. Stay alive for me. You will die, but now your life is free. Take pride in what is sure to die. I will fear the night again. Oh, I'm not my only friend. Stay alive for me. You will die, but now your life is free. Take pride in what is sure to even paralyzed. My interior world needs to sanitize. It might take some friends and a warmer shirt, but you don't get thick skin without getting nice to know my kind will be on my side. I don't believe the hype, and you know you're a terrible sight, but you'll be just fine. Just don't believe the hype. Just don't believe the hype. Take it from me, you'll be with your kind. Yeah, just don't believe the hype. Everywhere you go, you won't be surprised. Yeah. Sometimes I feel cold, even paralyzed. My interior world needs to sanitize. It might take some friends and a warmer shirt, but you don't get thick skin without getting nice to know my kind will be on my side. I don't believe the hype, and you know you're a terrible sight, but you'll be just fine. Just don't believe the hype. Just don't believe the hype. Take it from me, you'll be with your kind. Yeah, just don't believe the hype. Everywhere you go, you won't be surprised. Yeah.